that I announce the International Coach of the Year in the Beautiful You Coaching Academy Awards for 2019 to 2020 to be Erica Carrico.
Okay, excuse me while I just have a mini heart attack for like a minute. Wow. My clients always make fun of me because I always tell them that the first 15 seconds or so that I get on stage, I black out from nerves. So for all of you watching, this is that 15 seconds. When I first started my business, there was absolutely zero evidence that this was ever going to work for me. I had zero online business experience. I had never coached before. I had never written a blog before. I had definitely never spoken before. I had never seen the back end of a website before. And I'm gonna age myself here, but I had not ever even been on Instagram either. So when I told my family that I was gonna become a coach, they kind of blinked, and I don't really remember what they said, but I didn't get the response that I had wanted. And about a week before I was meant to start the coaching academy, I received the news that I had been diagnosed with kidney cancer, and I had a 3.5-inch tumor on my kidney. And at the time, I had a 3-year-old, and I was still nursing a baby as well. And I emailed Liz with the team, and I said, Liz, I don't know if I'm going to be able to participate in this course anymore because this has happened. And she said, okay, I totally understand. You take care of you do what you need to do, and the course will be here if and when you choose to come back. And I felt something in that moment, and I said, okay, this feels right, I'm going to go with it. And I had my surgery on, I think it was a Monday, and the course was meant to start on the following Sunday night. And so I spent 4 days in the hospital after my surgery, and came home, and the one thing that I was looking forward to was the coaching call. And so the first call, I couldn't sit without getting up, and I couldn't lie down couldn't sit or lie down without having help to get up. And so I remember being in my room, and Julie was coming through the computer, and I was just pacing for 2 or 3 hours. Just standing, pacing. And the call ended, and I went into the bedroom to put my little girl to sleep. And I was still nursing her at the time, and I remember sitting in the chair, and I was just holding her like this, and I was rocking her. And I looked down, and she just had these big blue eyes, and she just looked up and smiled at me. And I remember thinking, why now? Why is this happening to me right now? And in that moment, it was like someone just whispered in my ear, remission. Remember your mission. Remember why you're here. And in that moment, I looked in her eyes, and I didn't know if I was going to be in remission or not. And I didn't know how long I had. I didn't know if I'd be standing here today. But I looked at her, and I was all in. I was all in. I was all into this course. I was all into my business. I was all into remembering my mission. I was all into remembering why I was here. And there was no going back for me at that point. I think we're all here because we have our own magic to share. I think we're all here because we have our own gifts and we have our own message and we have the work that we're meant to bring to the world. And if somebody like me, with no experience whatsoever, and at the beginning of a course and at the beginning of starting my business, not knowing anything about coaching, and really not only learning how to coach and how to grow an online business, but I was learning how to live at the same time. And my business has grown beyond belief, beyond my expectations. I have helped more people than I ever imagined I could help. I've earned more money than I ever thought that I would earn. And I've met the most incredible people, and I finally feel like not only am I here doing the work that I was put on earth to do, but I actually feel like I'm living the life that I'm meant to live as well. And I just want to say that if I can make this happen, if I can actually make this work, with all odds against me, literally, there's no way that you guys can convince me that you can't do it either. And I just want to say thank you to Julie and to the beautiful you team, to my beautiful girl Ellie, and to Lizzie, and just to everybody who has believed in me and supported me and pushed me along when I felt like quitting and giving up and throwing my business in the towel, because we all have those days. But the world needs our medicine now more than ever. And I know Julie mentioned medicine. And one of my mentors, Gail Larson, she talks about our original medicine. And it's an indigenous term where there's two teachings that are part of original medicine. One is that we all come to this earth with gifts duplicated nowhere else. And two, if we don't bring those gifts out into the world, they're lost to the world for all time. I'm here with you, and I'm willing to put everything that I have into sharing my medicine with the world. And I'd really love to invite you to do the same. Thank you.